Hey everybody, hey, Carlotta Berry here, y'all, hopping on. And listen to what I just did. Whew. For the first time in my entire life that I can recall, I showed up for my doctor's appointment a day early. I kid you not. Just got too much going on. Let me tell y'all. I done got up this morning to make my doctor's appointment, y'all. You know how you have all these doctor's appointments and things you just want to stay on top of. You know, it's the end of the year and everybody's trying to get their doctor's appointments in and all that good stuff, y'all. And I am on it. You know, I get there on time and I stroll on up in there, give her my name and my date of birth, and she's looking at the computer, and I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, I'm sure it's me. And you know how you know but you don't know, but on the inside I'm kind of like, well, I know my appointment's today. And then this young, kind receptionist, you could tell she was a little nervous to share that I done showed up on the wrong dang on day. I'm like, are you kidding me? So then I start wanting to try to like switch the blame and say, you know, surely the scheduler messed up. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm driving and been safe all the same, but I apologize with the phone moving all around. But I'm like, surely I wrote my appointments down on the right day. Ain't no way I messed that up. And she was like, well, you know, I'm so sorry. You know, didn't you get a reminder? Because you normally get a reminder. And I started searching and thinking about it. I'm like, well, I did get an email telling me to check in, but I didn't really look at the whole email. And it probably gave me the date of the 7th. But hey, in my mind, I had wrote it down and I didn't look back at the calendar. I just knew that it was today. So she said, let her check to see if I can be worked in. Y'all, I'm sitting in the reception area praying that the doctor would be able to see me. Comes back and tells me, no, they can't get me worked in. It's his half day. I gotta go back tomorrow, y'all. So because of what happened last week when I went in to get my blood work drawn and all those good things, and I was in a crabby disposition, I handled it a whole lot better because I was more upset with myself, and she just was so apologetic. And I told her, I said, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And so I mosey up on out of there. And the lesson is, you know, you can always do better and you can learn from your previous mistakes. It almost felt like a test, you know, it almost felt like a test. Like, let's see if you pass this. You know, a doctor's office, different doctor's office, but still, you know, I was in the reception area. People were watching. I didn't have a God is Real sweatshirt on, so it wasn't like I was, you know, evangelizing the gospel without saying a word, you know. So, but I still, knowing the Holy Spirit is watching, you know, knowing that God is like, okay, let's see if you learn your lesson. And yeah, I was frustrated with myself, but I told her that, you know, it wasn't her fault. And I kindly said that. So I thinking about how I can make this work out for me. And I do have another appointment that I have to make. Yeah, I have this issue with tinnitus in my right ear. For those who've been watching any of my videos, you may know that I suffer from tinnitus in the right ear. It comes and goes. It's not as loud as it was, but it's due to stress. And so yesterday, my hearing in my right ear, it just it dimmed greatly. It felt like somebody had just flushed water in my ears. And so I've got to see my ear, nose, throat doctor about that. And I believe it's all contributed to stress. And so I'm really surveying, how I am maneuvering through life. And I even think that me getting my appointment time and the appointment day, the appointment day mixed up, that's contributing. I believe it's contributed to me being stressed and doing too much. And I've really got to inhale, exhale. And I really need to figure out how I'm going to get out of the stressful situation that I'm in. So all in all, I know God's got me. He's watching over me. And I'm just going to, lean on His wisdom and His power and try to be discerning in what it is that He's telling me to do. But I did pass my test. Although I was really upset, I kindly, said, okay, I'll be back on tomorrow. And so I'm going to go ahead and make this other appointment and see what's going on with this here. Because, I'm having some issues. So y'all, keep your head up. Laugh at yourself when you make mistakes. We're all in this together, day by day. Just got to keep pushing through, and you got to be able to laugh at the mistakes you make, even though, I really believe the scheduler, she messed up. I really do. I really do, because I have never done this before, ever. So anyway, guys, thank you all for staying to the end. Always know God is real. He loves you. He's rooting on each and every last one of us to win. Y'all, pay attention to what you're doing and what you're not doing. Pay attention to the signs when you're stressed. Take care of yourself. Know that your health is wealth, and don't put anything before your health. Just don't. Really take good care of yourself. And when you find yourself in a stressful situation, learn to laugh at it and not take it too seriously. Don't take life too seriously sometimes. Don't take yourself too seriously. Just laugh about it. And just know that God's got you. He's got you right in the palm of His hands. All right? Alrighty, y'all. You all hang in there and have a blessed day, night, whenever you see this video, okay? All right. Have peace. Bye.